Good morning, cultists. Welcome back to another unbalanced breakfast with Cthulhu's. So, sorry about the break in between episodes, although if you're watching this in the distant future, probably in like the year 4037 or something, then there shouldn't be a break and you probably don't know what the hell I'm talking about. But in our last episode, we actually defeated the boss, so this is going to be a little bit of an anticlimactic start, although I guess you can't really have an anticlimactic start, or maybe you can. If it's like in media res. If you're like a literature person, you know what I'm talking about. Anyways, I think what we're gonna do now is we're actually going to go around the perimeter of this area and make sure we get all the loot and the curios. Although maybe I should be a little bit more selective with my traversal, because this might end up taking a lot longer than needed. You know what? Let's stop dawdling. You know what's taking a long time is me gassing about. So let's just go ahead and start our journey. Nobody touch this barrel of disgusting swill, because I don't want you guys turning into alcoholics or getting poisoned or whatever bullshit that thing confers. Fantastic. Starting off with a good surprise. And why don't you just bash this thing over the head so that it doesn't get to do its thing. Fan-freaking-tastic. Let's have you poison the shit out of these people, and keep in mind that you're actually poisoning humans. Or maybe I shouldn't have her keep that in mind, because maybe she'll feel a little bad about poisoning people. That is under the assumption that pestilence here. It is pestilence, right? Pestilence, is that you in the back? I think it's pestilence in the back. That's under the assumption, of course, that pestilence has a moral compass or any semblance of empathy, but she might not. Yeah, it's pestilence. She might just be a psychopath that happens to be traveling with this group just for, I guess, shits and giggles. Yeah, this guy's got like a blight resist of 80%, so let's avoid that. It's gonna be useless, as far as I can tell. Please dodge, Luette. Ah, fantastic. Dodge again! Come on, man. You had one job. Your one job was to dodge, but you failed. I want you to kill it. Look me in the eye. Louvette, look me in the eye and tell me what you did was the right thing to do. Tell me. Can you? Can you do it? Can you do it, Louvette? Can't even see your fucking eyes, man. What are you, blind? Look, I don't mean to make fun of blind people, but damn, this guy's like the worst. I don't think we really need to heal Louvette, so let's just go ahead for the stab. It's not gonna do a shit ton of damage, but oh well. I guess we might as well try to blight this guy. There's not much else for Pestilence to do. And we'll have you, since his guy's on his way out, just bite the shit out of this pig. Maybe develop a taste for pigman flesh, which will eventually run out. Because once we clear out this area, clear out the warrens and restore the estate, there will be no more pig flesh for the dog to feast on. So now the dog will have to feast on the nearest, I guess, the closest thing to pigman flesh, which is obviously just man flesh. So it's gonna be a sad story of Old Yeller and all that shit again. The fuck am I even talking about? I have no idea. Thankfully, we got a little scout going on. More treasure, fantastic. I don't really have the space, so I'm just gonna get rid of this blood charm. I think it's one of the least used charms that we have. And Louvette, against my better judgment, I'm gonna make you touch the bone altar. That'll increase your damage and accuracy. Actually, it's rather fantastic. Oh, whoa, actually, before we do that, let's check on this curio over here. Is it something good? It's a backpack. It's not amazing, but it's got a map in it. So I'll at least find out what the hell's going on in the last room. It is nothing. Absolutely nothing. Well, there's a few curios around there though, so I think it might be worth checking out. I don't know. Let's do it. Yeah, let's just do it. You know what? It's been a few days since I last played Darkest Dungeon, so I think it'd be a good idea for me to, you know, do as much as I can to get back into the swing of things. Because when I loaded up the game and it loaded me into the boss area, I was genuinely surprised, like, whoa, shit, did I just leave in the middle of a boss fight? Thankfully, that was not the case. I'm at least a little smarter than that. Not by much, though, mind you. Not by much. But at least a little bit. Let's not... I don't think we really need to kill her outright, so let's just... although... Well... You didn't really need to kill her. But you know what? I'm not gonna moan or complain about that. Actually, I might moan a little bit. Because I am part ghost, so, it kind of runs in my blood. Ever wonder what happens if you get bitten by a radioactive ghost? Like, if you get bitten by the radioactive spider, you obviously become Spider-Man and shit. But what about if you're bitten by the radioactive ghost? Does that do anything? Or what if you're bitten by the radioactive zombie? How's that gonna work out? Is the zombie logic of you becoming a zombie right away gonna work? Or is that what's gonna happen? Or do you become a sentient zombie? Or do you become a man with the powers of a zombie? Or what about like a were-zombie? Do those exist? I'm asking some really hard-hitting questions here, and I realize it's maybe a bit much to ask the viewers out there, because these are some of life's deepest quandaries, right? And I'm sure tons of you out there lay asleep at night just wondering what would happen if I were bitten by a radioactive ghost, or bitten by a radioactive zombie, or bitten by a were-zombie. Just basically, I'm just picturing a lot of people out there not being able to sleep at night because they're just constantly worried about getting bitten. And if you're like me, then yes, I mean, obviously you lay awake at night, wondering about these things. How come your stun resistance is much higher than the other guys? What up with that? Corpse Eater number 3? Let's just get you killed, buddy. Fantastic. Please dodge. Danvers? You son of a bitch, you had one job, Danvers. That was to dodge him. You failed. You failed me greatly. Look at this, Pestilence is freaking blighting these guys. And they've got like a blight resistance of 120. This is incredible, holy shit. Damn, Danvers. Man. It's like damn Daniel, but damn Danvers, holy shit. Of course, the character named after my girlfriend is doing the most damage. Let's just throw away that and take the rest. And you know what? We're not gonna come back this way, so okay. As long as she doesn't get syphilis again.
Hey!
It's not my fault you got syphilis. You got seduced by some weird mermaid thing.
Because you couldn't give me what I wanted.
Well, you know what they say, women know what women want, so can't really compete with that. Alright, we're starting to run out of food a little bit, but I think we should be okay in the Warrens, as far as I'm aware. And you know what, I'll actually look at what these curios are, because at least these are traps that we can use to de-stress a little bit. Not that anyone is really suffering from much stress, but you know, at least they can you know, maybe these guys are keeping tallies of who de-traps or disarms traps as more than the other person. It's kind of like how Gimli and the Elfman, what was his name? Danny Elfman? I forget. Oh, Legless Legolas with the who wants to Lego his Legos. Anyways, how they were keeping track in that Lord of the Rings movie, right? Kind of like that. Maybe they're keeping tabs on who disarms more and shit. Another one, a swine tar. What the hell is your business, you piece of shit? You know what? We'll ignore you for now and try to kill the stressors over here, or the one stressor, I guess. Oh, nice dodge! Holy shit! And let's have you rip her throat out. Holy crap! He basically just devoured her. That was incredible. Huh? No? Resist? Come on, man. What the shit, son? What the shit? Nice. Nice. Boar rush? Okay. Oh, damn. Shit, and a stun. Holy crap. Okay, that's interesting. Good to know that what that does at the very least. Can you stun him this time? Nice. I think we'll leave you guys in the current positions, because she'll come around eventually. But let's see if we can get a little bit of healing going on here, if you please. All right, sure. Go ahead. Keep blighting this son of a bitch. I said keep blighting this son of a bitch. You failed to blight him. I don't know what that was about. Holy crap! Look at that. That's incredible. And you still can't do a heal because you're not in the right position. Got it. And you can only move up by 1. Fantastic. Isn't that just the best? Good grief. Alright. We're just gonna have to keep this up. Let's make him bleed. Ooh. Yeah, sure, let's do that. That way he can at least heal you. Nice. Actually, that was almost a full heal. Fantastic. Oh no. Why? How dare you bitch slap my, my girlfriend. You asshole. Let's... Although it didn't do much damage, I think... Oh, okay, so it's only basically stun. Alright, fair enough. Just stab you in the face. Yes. That was indeed the unquenchable, something of the stars or whatever bullshit you said. I don't know. Revenge. Nice. Holy crap. We're full up on crap. Can I throw anything away? I don't know if I really want to throw away anything. Maybe the dodge stone? Although it is kind of useful to have. So we'll just leave that as is. And, everyone back in your original positions, please. Thank you very much. Nice. And we will, let's ignore let's try to avoid the fight if we can. We'll get the curios, we'll sidestep and we'll do all that shit, but, try to avoid the fights. Did I just say that? I think I might have just said that. Might have been sounding like a broken record. Might have been sounding like a broken record. That didn't come out right. The same. Never mind. Tried a joke and it failed. And it's miserable. Now I'm sad. Gonna relieve my sadness by killing a whole bunch of innocent creatures that are just minding their own business. You notice that? These guys don't ever come out of the warrens. They're just minding their own business. Doing their thing. Eating, sleeping, and probably fucking. And here we are. Coming into their homes. Wrecking face. Killing all their mascots and crap. Look at that guy. Now these guys have no music. And if you have no music in your life, why bother living? Right? Although these guys might be deaf, I don't know. I can't tell. I can't tell if they have ears or eyes or anything, any sensory organs whatsoever. They might have the sense of touch, but that might be it. But, I mean, is the sense of touch really enough for you? Well, maybe for some people, I don't know. Let's get your blight cured there, because I think that would have done a fair bit of damage otherwise. And I guess you might as well just stab these guys in the face? I just realized that we can't really stab them in the face, considering that I don't know if they even have a face? I guess the area around their mouths is considered a face, maybe? Although, what constitutes a face, right? What, like when you look at someone who's like butt ugly, you're like, well, it's like they have a butt for a face. So is it their face? It's a good question. Another question that keeps me up at night. Apparently it's just really stupid ass things that keep me up at night, which actually makes a lot of sense. Let's just, oh shit, I'm over here. I thought I was over here. Should have gone for the curio, but oh well. You know what, let's, I think... Let's throw away the medicinal herbs. I don't think we're gonna need that. So let's just take the rest of that. And we will leave the rest of the money, because I don't... It's trapped again. Blast it all indeed, Louvette. Blast it all indeed. Can't your dog sniff it out? No one touched that, you son of a bitch. Danvers, good fucking job. Actually. Oh, well, I mean, Ruins Explorer is decent. I wouldn't say it's, you know, anything to write home about. Okay, let's see what's in here, and it's just a shitload of money. Fantastic. Let's just throw away the freaking torches. And let's just go home. That's it. We're done here. Clean this place out. Well, kind of. And that's Hell's Hairpin that we're not really going to use because I don't really do a lot of dark runs. So, okay. At least no one got diseased this time. Good grief. Louvet, I'm looking at you, Louvet. What does he have? I think he has rabies. What an ass. Stress in the Weald, and will not partake in prayer. Fine, whatever. I'm sure she wasn't much of a prayer to begin with anyway, so. Idle Houndmasters gain 1 resolve. Do we have any Idle Houndmasters? Well, I think Louvet would probably be idle this time around. Or at least for the next mission, I'm guessing? Yeah. Okay, why don't you guys sort yourselves out? And I'm thinking... what am I thinking? What have we actually accomplished so far? We have to kill the Necromancer Lord, Gibbering Prophet, Hag Witch, Brigand 16-pounder. We gotta kill the Swine God, Formless Flesh. Now we gotta go for the Sunken Crew. Alright. But before we do, I kinda want to get back into the swing of things. So I'm actually gonna do this really easy mission. I know, it's not exactly the best, but you know what? That's too bad. Mimono, you're not gonna come? You son of a bitch. You rat bastard, Miwino. I'm kidding, Miwino, I love you. Let's just bring Pluten, let's level him up a little bit. Should we bring Jose? I know Vanthus won't come. Maybe Jose will be a bit of use here. Maybe Dismas? Is Dismas... Actually, we should bring Akkard for sure. And I'm thinking we bring either Sydney or Raven. That way we can level up some of our Plague Doctors. Is that a good team? Jose doesn't really... It's just Paranormania that I think I want to get rid of. And otherwise, I think everyone else is... Yeah, pretty good. Gotta make sure that everyone is fully leveled before we head out, though, because, you know, it'd be a little sad if they die because they weren't properly leveled up. Which, let's face it, isn't really gonna happen, but nonetheless. And there we go. Fantastic. Actually, we also need to make sure that their gear is top-notch, too, which is gonna cost me so much money. Oh, this is painful. Oh, God. Oh, God. That hurts so bad. Oh, jeez. It's like I shit myself through my eyes. Let's just sell the Hellions hairpin, or the Hell's hairpin. Because again, I'm not really gonna do a dark run. I might, so maybe I'll keep it. I don't know. I'm a little torn. And I'm not in my butt. I realize I just mentioned my butt like a couple seconds ago, but not in my butt. Alright, fine. Let's just take a short mission through the Cove, and it should be fairly easy to accomplish here. We'll bring 3. Bring a couple of these bad boys. Bring some medicinal herbs. Not a ton. And we got all the anti-venom. Bandage, don't even need. Holy water, maybe. And you know what? I don't know if you guys even need trinkets right now. Although I suppose equipping trinkets might make things a little easier, so maybe it's not the worst idea in the world. Sniper's ring, that's interesting. I mean, I say interesting, but it's kind of not really. Especially not for the Plague Doctor, at the very least. Let's have you be... No, let's have you be the Dodgy McDodgerson. That way you can, be all super jacked up and shit, and then you can be all dodgy and stuff too. I don't really know what I'm talking about right now. Clearly my mind is in someplace. Probably not here, but someplace. Didn't I have something else? There we go. 15% prot? That's pretty cool. That actually does a fair bit of... although this would... You know what? We already got a tank dude, so let's just keep Jose as the tank. Pluten can be our damage man, and you can just do the shit out of whatever the hell you're doing. Didn't we have something else that increased blight resist or blight chance? I feel like we did. And it's like gone. Was it this? It might have been that. I swear it was something else that also increased like blight chance like crazy. But maybe I'm just crazy. That's actually quite likely. Alright guys, let's do this. Bam. Can you guys bring me a lot of money? I know it's a lot to ask. It's a short, really easy mission, so I'm not expecting much, but if you guys could bring me a lot of money, that'd be fantastic. Kinda disappointed we didn't start out with a scout here, guys. A little bit of a disappointment. Pluton, what's your major malfunction, man? What is your deal? Right, Pluton has Plutomania. That is actually quite fitting. And not at all intentional. Do you want to blight these guys in the back? Sure, let's do it. Go ahead, Sydney. Sydney, I said blight, not stun. Sydney? Come on, Sydney. Get your head in the game. Let's have Pluton... I don't think Pluton needs to transform for this one. So let's just have you vomit on people. Fantastic. Which is a big no-no when it comes to real-life social interactions, but in the case of the game, it is quite highly encouraged. Let's bring you up front. I don't know why, but I just feel like it. And you're stunned, so you're not going to be able to go. This guy will possibly do a little bit of damage. No? Alright. As long as you don't disease anyone, I'm fine. Thank you. And let's just have you blight this sucker. He's dead. Fantastic. We might as well just rest up for the rest of the thing here. Just have you yell at these guys. Unfortunately, yelling Fusroda does not seem to have any effect on them, so it's a bit of a shame. Oh well. And just heal up Ackard. That was abysmal. That was absolutely just the worst healing I've ever seen. That's a lie. I've seen worse. I've seen much, much worse. Halt for what? What are we halting for, man? No, seriously. No, dude, you told us to halt. What are we halting for? What an asshole. Just told us to stop for no reason. And look, it was a dead end. Jose, it was a dead end. I'm blaming all of this on you. Why? I don't know. Maybe I just discriminate against old men with one eye who's all defendery and got a shield. Maybe that's why I'm so hard on Vanthus. I expect more from you, Vanthus. Although that might be a little unfair. Oh, damn! We got an eerie coral, fantastic! Guys, we need to get to this, like, ASAP. Vomit on these bitches. Actually, a little bit more blight damage than I, first realized. Let's have you... Sure, blight this guy in the back. That's obviously not gonna be enough to kill him, but... he'll be dead next round for sure, so... that means we don't need to worry about him at the very least. Let's have you retribute some of these bitches. If you could please riposte. Jose, that was terrible defending. You gotta say. Again, you're just letting them slip by. Just letting them slip by, man. What is up with you? You know what? Don't worry about Pluton. He can actually heal himself, so we're fine in that department. And actually, it's a much more consistent and better heal than what Ackard over here can provide. Let's have you... since he's basically dead, we'll just have you blight this guy too. And he should be dead next. Fantastic. Stab him right in the face. Look at that. One by one, they all fall. Holy shit. Nice. Alright, who here has negative quirks that they would like to remove? Plutomania is actually not the worst. Maybe Dark Temptation. Maybe Paranomania. Okay, these ones, actually if for example it doesn't pick Dark Temptation, at least it'll pick something like Clumsy or Fear of Unholy. Otherwise, these ones aren't so bad, because at least he just won't go to the brothel, he won't flagellate or pray. It's completely fine. Okay, Sydney, I'm investing a lot in you right now. Diurnal, you had to pick the least favorable trait to remove. You went there. Good job, Sydney. Good fucking job. And we're running out of torches too. This is... Well, I mean, besides that, this is setting off to be quite an unfortunate expedition right now. Holy crap. Right, and I'm expecting some scouting from you guys. Jose, that includes you. I know you've only got the one eye, but I'm expecting you to be like the one-eyed sniper. Like just surpassing everyone's expectations. Who here is good at disarming? Nobody, except for maybe... Fucking Sydney. You had a 90% chance. What the hell, girl? 90%. You realize that? 90%? That means 9 times out of 10, Sydney. In case your math was terrible. Which I don't know, maybe it might be. Although you falling into a trap doesn't really indicate whether or not your math is terrible, so it's hard to really say. But let's have Pluton start wrecking some faces. We'll start with this guy's face. Nice, his face is just look at that, it's completely wrecked. Although that's I guess more the top of his head. Pluton took his sword from his hands and fucking rammed it up the guy's skull. It's incredible, holy shit. Can you kill one of these guys? Jose? No? Got it, cool. Good to know. Thanks, man. Just stun these bitches. And we'll have Acker do a little bit of a tentacle action. A little bit of a tentacle porn in the back. Fantastic. Well, this guy will... We're not retributing. If we were retributing, that would have been perfect. But, sadly, we were not. Alright, fair enough. Sydney, hang in there. I said fucking hang in there, Sydney. Damn, girl. You do exactly the opposite of what I tell you to do. You yell these guys to death? Yelled one of them to death. What about the other guy? Guy. No, fine. Let's just have you move back a little bit. I think Pluton is still able to wreck face from that. Yeah. No, I mean, I don't even know what the hell I was saying. Never mind. Just take everything, please. Thank you very much. Get into your default positions and go ahead, Pluton. Yeah, da boy. All right, let's move on to the next room. We're going to find a what? Well, if you guys had done a little bit of scouting, you know, this would be a lot easier going. Fuck the journal page. It's garbage. Absolute rubbish. Money, however, is not rubbish. So let's just throw away the rubbish. Nice. Be careful of any traps, because, fucking some one-eyed bastard over here forgot to do his, scouting. So, look at that. Even less scouting. Fantastic. Who wants a positive trait? Ackard, you are just lacking in... I said positive trait, and you got the worst one ever. Good fucking job, Ackard. I love you. You dumb piece of shit. I was being facetious. I don't love you at all. I hate you. What an asshole. Alright, gonna start off with a call of the day. Okay. Cool, considering that she doesn't really do a lot of damage? I'd say that's a little bit wasted, but I don't want to tell you how to, you know, do your job, so, I guess, good for you. Yay. Sydney, you deserve that one. Wait, was it Sydney? Yeah, it was Sydney and, Acker. They both deserve whatever the hell they get from this mission. And I'm hoping they get bad things. Well, no, that's a little mean. All they did was, do the exact opposite of what I requested them to do, so maybe they do deserve it. You stab him in the face. Nice. He's at least gonna die, so that's lovely. She's gonna die too, so we'll forget her. Just go for the culture sprawler. Just wreck his face. Is his face gonna be wrecked? His face is indeed gonna be wrecked. Fantastic. You might as well take this opportunity to heal then, because I think we're good. We're good. These guys can all go suck an egg by themselves. Fantastic. Fuck the journal pages. Stop harassing me, journal pages. Don't make me file a restraining order on you punks. Anyone hear seagulls? How are we hearing seagulls down here? Pretty sure seagulls are not cave dwelling. Well, last time I watched National Geographic, pretty sure I don't remember anyone saying that the seagull is whatchamacallit, cave dwellers. No, apologies for that. Oh, been having some late nights, so I had to stifle a yawn. Are you bleeding? Come on, man. What is up with you? Let's just... Yeah. Tentacle hentai. Don't get disease, Pluton. I know you're an abomination, and you know what? Having a disease might be, you know, just par for the course. But still, I'd rather you not get diseased if there's ever an option. Good dodge, man. Holy crap. I didn't even realize he wasn't set to die. But this guy is, so, gonna be fantastic. Just stab him right in the face. Keep telling these guys to stab these guys, like, enemies in the face who have no faces. So I'm starting to realize that maybe I need to change my repertoire regarding all this stuff. Fuck the citrine. Get the stalwart buckle. And, fuck this thing, too. Yeah, actually, once we get to this location, I'm pretty sure we won't really need the torch either. Ah, crap. I didn't mean to dismiss that. That was my bad. Oh. Extra crap that we don't need. Fantastic. And I should have taken the jade into the citrine. Oops. Schwoops. It's mine bad. And we're gonna do our due diligence and find out what the last curio is here, because it might, fingers crossed, it might be an eerie coral. You guys see a glow? I see a glow. Is it? It is not. It's a fucking backpack. Of course, the universe's exact opposite for an eerie coral is indeed a looted backpack. Fan-fucking-tastic. Alright. Not a ton of money, but you know what? At least I'm getting back into the swing of things. And Sydney is now faithless. She's lost all faith. Maybe it's because I've been giving her so much shit. You know what? That could be it. I apologize for that, Sydney. But you know what? I'm not sorry at all. You deserve all the abuse that I've thrown at you today. Maybe that's a little harsh. Oh well. Too bad. We can get a couple of new occultists. They're level 0 though, so maybe this might not be the best idea in the world. Got a new plague doctor we can take in though. Maybe she'll be better than Sydney? We'll see. I'll do all the heavy thinking in between episodes. But for now, thanks for watching and have a good breakfast.